Half the menu is desserts, and this is a dinner place. Welcome to Vienna.
Vienna is the place where a lot of very influential people came from. Like Sigmund Freud, Erwin Schrödinger. In music, you have Mozart, Strauss, Beethoven. It's really amazing how much contribution Vienna has given to the world.
It's also a city of cafes.
And desserts.
And coffee. It's exactly 10:40 p.m. on Tuesday night, June 18th, and this city shows no signs of going to bed anytime soon.
This is the Schönbrunn Palace, and this is Vienna.
The Schönbrunn Palace is the summer home, or was the summer home, of the Habsburgs. They normally lived in the town of Vienna, but when they wanted to escape the busy Vienna life, they came out here to their palace. The exterior of the palace was decorated and constructed in a Baroque style, but the inside is actually Rococo. Like, this is very extravagant.
So it's called Rococo?
Yeah. The Schönbrunn Palace is the only palace in Europe said to be able to actually rival Versailles.
Extremely well designed flowers, extremely well planted. It's impeccable.
There's so many flowers here in the gardens that you can actually smell the flowers just in the air. It's a beautiful, fragrant smell. Smells so good. We're walking through the maze at the Schönbrunn Palace. This is the Neptune fountain. Behind us is the Gloriette. Inside of the Gloriette is the Gloriette Cafe.
The subway in Vienna is very easy to use. I mean, once you buy the ticket, you don't even have to put it through any machine or anything. You just keep it in your pocket and just go. They trust their citizens with that. However, if they inspect you without a ticket, then it's a huge fine.
It's very easy with really good signs, so it would be really hard to get lost.
Are you finished?
I am. How are you? Speaking of architecture, voila! Stephan's Cathedral.
The black of the church really gives sort of a Gothic feel.
It's amazing to think that after the war, you know, this church, half of it was damaged. The roof of the church is very unique.
It's amazing how many cranes there are in Vienna, which on one hand is nice because that means they're keeping their buildings up and making sure things are modern and up to date and kept up well, but it does add something less desirable to the view. We're taking a tour around Vienna using the tram system, trams number 1 and number 2. When you take both of them, they actually take you around Vienna in a ring.
Vienna is known to be the home of a lot of great composers. Behind me is the Vienna State Opera.
This is the University of Vienna.
So inside the University of Vienna there are busts of the scientists who graduated from here. This one is of Sigmund Freud. And this one is Erwin Schrödinger, who is a famous physicist known for coming up with the Schrödinger equation, a fundamental equation in quantum mechanics. So when you're dealing with big objects like planets, for example, you only need Newtonian physics for that. But when you're dealing with tiny things like atoms or subatomic particles, you need something like the Schrödinger equation to explain how these subatomic particles and atoms behave. So the Schrödinger equation explains the wave function of a system. Too much thinking, I need chocolate.
It's really good. This is the Hofburg Palace. This is where the Habsburgs normally lived when they weren't at their summer home, the Schönbrunn Palace. Look at those statues. This is the courtyard of the Hofburg Palace. But it's Wienerwald.
Does this mean Wienerwald?
I don't know. Why is there a picture of a chicken if it's Wienerwald? Vienna has many beautiful ornate buildings. The building behind me is the Austrian National Theater. This is the Vienna City Hall building. It's a beautiful, impressive building, but it looks like it's closed due to some sort of construction.
Vienna has a lot of unique architecture, including this. This is called Hundertwasser House. Basically a building with plants coming out of it.
This is so cool. Let's check out the Austrian National Library.
So many books, so little time to read. The Austrian National Library is probably the most impressive library I've ever been into.
It looks like it's straight out of Harry Potter.
So this is St. Charles Church, and it has those two significantly pronounced columns in front of it. They look really nice. You can take an elevator up and then you can see the dome up close.
It's cool that we got up here, but it's not the sturdiest structure in the world. We're at the Belvedere. This one has little sculptures all over the roof.
Yeah, I think this is even prettier than the Schönbrunn.
It's magnificent. The Belvedere Palace is magnificent. The Belvedere is the elegant palace of Prince Eugene of Savoy, who was the conqueror of the Ottomans. It's interesting. It's very, very detailed. I love the Belvedere Palace's gardens. This is the back side of the Belvedere Palace. Check out this maze.
Luckily we have a GPS.
That way we won't get lost, even in a maze.
We're gonna crash a couple's engagement pictures. This is Prater, which is an amusement park in Vienna. It also has the famous Ferris wheel that's been featured in several movies. When this Ferris wheel was first built, it used to be the tallest in the world. Now, not anymore, but that's a unique thing about it. The red carriages there that you see, those are also very unique to this Ferris wheel. so fancy. It's like they have, you know, men in like wearing dressy shirts and pants, like guiding you through it.
No carnies in sight so far.
Danke.
We're at the very top of the Ferris wheel. We're walking in Prater Park. It really doesn't seem to be creepy as so many other amusement parks or fairs can be.
Demel is one of the oldest stores in Vienna that sells chocolate and pastries, and Viennese people love their chocolate and pastries.
I'm having trouble deciding.
So this is the Viennese classic chocolate cake.
That thing. This is the Sasho torte.
Looks yummy.
Yeah. It's very good. It's very chocolatey.
Schloss Belvedere.